G'day, it's Lindsay Waddington, and today we've got a Q&A with one of my favourite people, rock star, pin-up girl, and the daughter of the famous Lawrie Minson. No, wife of the famous Lawrie Minson. Here you go, Shelley.
Oh, I'm good, thanks, Wad. I'm always happy when I'm up here at the Gold Coast, and lovely to be in your studio here today.
You're usually up here at the Gold Coast doing Cooley Rocks or doing some big shows, so nice to have a holiday.
That's right, it is. The last time we were up here was for Cooley Rocks On, and it's just getting bigger and bigger, and it's a great festival to be a part of.
And I hear you got new music coming out too soon.
Yeah, Watto. Laurie's been working very hard. We've got my second album coming out. We're launching at the Tamworth Country Music Festival in January. So it's been a while coming, but nearly here.
That's fantastic. And thanks for getting me to play on it. Oh, no, you didn't.
Oh, well, you're too busy. That's the thing.
Oh, okay, right. It's smooth. Okay, let's get into this. You ready?
Yeah,
for a bit of fun?
Bring it on.
Rightio. What's your favourite song to perform?
Oh, it's a bit of a hard one, actually. It depends on the mood of the crowd, but I will go a bit of Patsy Cline, sort of I Love You, Honey.
Okay, good one. Are you a morning person?
Yeah, I would say so. Growing up on a farm, Mum and Dad were always up early, and now I'm getting a bit older. I don't stay up so late anymore, so I'd say I'm a morning person.
Fantastic. Straight to the coffee?
No, I don't actually drink coffee. A bit of a herbal tea kind of gal.
What is your most used emoji?
Oh, probably a pink heart, I'd say.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What's a pink heart mean? Because there's red ones, purple ones.
Well, I don't know. I just like pink and, feeling the love and
Okay.
yeah.
How come I always get a thumbs up from you? I never get a pink heart.
Well, you got to be careful. You don't want to send the wrong message, I suppose. But
What's the most Aussie thing about Shelley Minson?
oh, maybe the way I talk. I've been told that I talk very Australian, and maybe my accent. Like, I've been in other countries, and I remember the first time I went to America, a lady was saying, I could cut your accent with a knife. It's that thick. So probably the way I talk's very Australian, I think.
Say g'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
Is that putting it on?
Oh, it is a little bit. But
No, just do it normal for me.
G'day, mate. It's still very Aussie.
I love it. That is actually fantastic. Are you a sports fan?
No, I was never any good at sport. I always hated it, actually. So
Never played at all?
no, my older brother used to love cricket, so I'd sort of tag along the cricket, and I used to like, get the hots for some of the boys or something. But
What's something that you're really bad at?
well, there's quite a few things, actually. Like I was saying, I've never been any good at sport. I'm not good at, angle parking or reverse parking. So growing up in Muswellbrook, we never sort of had to do a lot of parking. So when I moved up to Tamworth with Lawrie, I just totally avoid it. If I've got to reverse or angle park, I'll just go and park miles away to avoid it.
What's something about you that would surprise people?
Probably that I am a real country person, and just grew up on the farm, and even though people sort of see me with makeup and that on all the time, I do like to get around in my track pants and be a bit of a dag.
Yeah. What sort of farm was it?
So we had cattle and sheep, yeah.
Did you ever work much on it?
Not a lot. I used to help a little bit, and I'd have my horse, I'd ride around with Dad, but
If you could trade lives with anyone for a day, who would it be?
Well, maybe like Marilyn Monroe, just like living in the 50s, being in them movies that she was in, and just experiencing life back then through her eyes. That'd be pretty cool.
It would be. Do you prefer city life or country life?
Yeah, probably country life. I like going to the city every now and then, but I think I'm a country girl at heart. It's just, I like that relaxed sort of way that the country is, and find people more friendly. And
you find that people in the city, they're just busy doing their own thing. Where in the country, it's like, there's such and such, there's a bit more community,
Yeah, that's it.
What is your least favourite chore or something you hate doing?
Well, I don't really like cleaning much. I sort of, hate cleaning.
But you'd just get Lawrie to do it, wouldn't you?
I wish, yeah.
What's something you couldn't live without?
Probably makeup, like a bit of face paint. But, even though I think when COVID hit, I sort of got used to not going out as much, so I probably got used to wearing less of it then. But I do like to have makeup, so that'd probably be pretty hard to live without.
How long does it take to do, Shelley? Like this is your thing. You're not putting this on. This is you every day.
Yeah.
So how long does it take?
Like it depends. Like I can do it, in half an hour or something. But then if I'm getting ready for a gig, it might take a couple of hours sometimes.
Really?
But I kind of like it because it sort of gets you in the mood and everything as well. So just take your time. And
if you were the founder of a new country, what would you name it?
Shelleyville.
Well, that is really good. That's got a real ring to it. Lots of makeup.
Yeah, lots
mirrors.
of pink. Yep.
Yeah. What do you enjoy most about being a musician or an artist?
Oh, just being able to bring enjoyment to people, I think. Like when you see people just having a good time and enjoying your music, and we play a lot of music that people dance to, so just seeing people getting up there enjoying themselves, that's really what it's all about, I think. Actually, some of my favourite gigs have been playing for disabled people, and they just sort of, there's nothing holding them back. They're just there enjoying themselves, and so that's definitely been some of the highlights, playing for disabled people and elderly people and just anyone who really enjoys it. Good on great.
You. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing you do.
Oh, thank you.
If you were an animal, which animal would you be?
Probably a dog. Like I think dogs are just, they're always friendly and happy pretty much. And probably a little cute little dog.
What sort?
Oh, maybe a poodle.
Yeah.
Maybe like your little Maxie, little toy poodle or something like that.
Yeah, he's a beauty. Oh, it's the girls. It's not mine. I got a big German Shepherd. No, he's a ripper. What's your favourite musical instrument?
Probably the guitar. I mean, I don't play. I did start to learn the guitar when I was early, like when I was about 14, and then I didn't continue with it, which I wish I did. But I think the guitar is just, you got a voice and a guitar. That's sort of the main thing you need.
What's your most used app?
Oh, probably toss up between Instagram and Facebook.
I was going to guess that.
I have become a bit of a TikTok user, but I haven't posted much on there. But I do like doing a bit of TikTok scrolling.
Yeah.
But and then you got all the shopping apps, your Mecca and Sephora, and then getting into Shein and Temu and things like that. So there's a few apps that get a good workout.
That's good. And where do people follow you on Instagram?
Just at Shelley Minson, yeah.
Before going on stage, do you have any superstitions, rituals, or good luck charms?
Well, I normally like to say like a little prayer, just, that we have a good gig and that people enjoy themselves. So I've kind of got into that habit, and then I feel like, well, if I don't do it, then it might be a bad gig. So I try to always do that.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
And it works?
Most of the time. Sometimes, you always have the odd bad gig.
Weren't you listening? If you were stranded on a deserted island, what 3 things would you want with you?
Oh, I'd probably, I suppose I better say Lawrie and
Someone's got to carry the makeup.
Yeah, that's it. And a little dog Dolly, and I don't know, like some sort of way of getting unlimited food. I don't know, but that might be more than one thing. But
You're right, yeah. Well, I can see Lawrie becoming this fisherman.
Yeah. Send Lawrie out to get a few fish, maybe a fishing rod, yeah.
I think we've crossed this, but we've got to hear it from you. What is your favourite colour?
Well, I'm not wearing it today, but most people who know me know that I'm always wearing pink. I don't know why. Ever since I was little, I've loved pink, but it is my favourite colour. If I could have the whole house pink, I would have it pink. But
are you serious? That much?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We did paint one of the bedrooms walls pink, but Lawrie sort of pulled it up there, so unfortunately.
What was the first concert you ever went to as a non-musician?
I remember going to a Slim Dusty concert when I was about 14 at Scone. That would have been like about 1994. And I remember like he got photos. I got a photo with him afterwards. And just there was a lot of, in the 90s growing up in Muswellbrook, there was a lot of country music artists, and they'd all come to Muswellbrook or Scone, and I'd be about the only young person there most of the time. But
big Slim fan or family? It was a family outing?
Yeah, well,
both?
Family was a big, Dad was is a big Slim Dusty fan, and yeah, so we went as a family to that. But, that's the first one I can remember. But,
fantastic.
Good old Slim.
What's the first music you ever bought?
Well, I remember like when I was about 6, so it was like 1986 that I got my first cassette, And it was like a compilation of all this 80s music. And, I think it was called She Bop was the title. I didn't really know what it was. So all the way home I'm going, She Bop, She Bop, She Bop, thinking that's what the song was. But I remember it was very exciting getting this first cassette. But and I remember the first CD my family ever bought was Lee Kernaghan, 3 Chain Road.
Oh, yeah, Ripper.
1994 or something like that. But I was born in 1980, so I was sort of a bit of an 80s girl, liked all the 80s. I loved Kylie Minogue and John Farnham and all that growing up. So
What's the last thing you Googled?
well, I've had a bit of problems with my shoulders, so it was like
I thought you were going to something else.
No. I was Googling shoulder tendonitis sort of exercises because,
Yeah? Did you work it out?
I don't know what I've done, but anyway, I think it's that, when you get over 40 or something, then all these things start breaking down. But so that was the last thing I Googled.
Try getting to 50. Do you have any phobias?
Oh, not really. Like sometimes I have like this phobia, like a nightmare of like doing a gig and like I've come out and I've got like my track pants on and like no makeup and that. And I'm like, oh no. So I suppose that's a phobia. But I'm okay with heights and that. But probably that like
spiders.
Yeah, I'm not real good with them. But
snakes.
Yeah. No, I don't really like either of them. I wouldn't say I'm like exceptionally
not nightmares about them though.
Yeah.
Is there an instrument you wished you could play or you'd learnt?
Well, I think like I mentioned earlier, the guitar, like when I was 14.
Still the guitar?
I started having lessons and then the teacher, I remember, went on his honeymoon. He got married and I just never took it back up. I think I just sort of, because I liked singing in that back then, but I sort of thought, I'd never be good enough to do it. My family, none of them were performers. I was sort of farming people and I didn't continue with it, and I sort of think now if I had that would have been really handy, being able to play guitar. I have to get rid of the fingernails if I wanted to do it now, but although Dolly Parton, she plays the instruments,
big
and she's got the long ones. Yeah.
100%. Okay, what's your favourite song right now and from which artist? Malibu Sunset Motto.
Just trying to think. I've been so consumed doing my album that I'm just sort of like, I feel like that's all I've been listening to.
What's your favourite one then on your album? Yeah.
Oh, that sounds a bit lame, say myself. But, on the album, we've got a couple of songs that was written by a family friend called Des Rowney, and he's a real Hank Williams fan. So there's a couple that's going to be on the album, Everybody's Baby and Hoedown Boogie, and they just got that real Hank feel. So I've been enjoying
So you like that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, that was some fun with Shelley Minson, our pin-up girl, and one of our great talents here in Australian music. So catch up with Shelley and Lawrie Minson. They got a wonderful duo. I know you'll love it.
Thank you. Thanks, Watto.
No worries.